Look at that. Oh, that does look like Christmas morning right there. Wow. Looks awesome. What do we start with? You want to do pads or you want to do gloves first? Everybody cares about the pads, but so this is 20.2 stock all white colors, but it's a 580 practice palm extra. The practice palm extra is just a practice palm that's a little bit more broken. It's got less padding right in here, right?
Yeah.
Just so it closes more kind of like a game ready. I mean, for a practice glove, that closes pretty good out of the box. Stock size pocket, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 580, it's the double T, kind of give you a little
reinforced T-bar.
Yes, that's one problem I found. So obviously I had the 20.1s for the last 2 years, and the first glove I got, the T-bar went like really limp, and if you know what I mean, like when you go to make a save and it kind of collapses down, I don't know if this one will even do it, but it kind of folds in on itself kind of like that. So reinforcing the T-bar kind of helped, like over time with practice and like the amount of pucks it's taking, that it wasn't folding over and that it was still kind of holding its shape. I mean, you're still gonna get the finger curl and everything, but I found that was big, having that reinforced in the skate lace pocket. I like the look of it. Blocker, 20.2 blocker, stock, tag on the side. I mean, outside of the graphic, nothing changed. Everything's the same. Blocker's a blocker. This is what we came for, though.
Yeah.
2 years ago, when I went to see Patrick Lefebvre, and he sized me up and he said, "You're a 34.2," and I thought, like, you're crazy. There's no, like, I haven't worn a 34-inch pad since I was like 12 or 13, but the 34.2 20.1 fit great. They changed the boot. Boot's a little bit different this year, right?
Yeah, the boot is like the 12.
Yeah.
The 12.1.
So not as tall.
Yeah.
So the sizing this year is 35.1. Still pretty short. Like last time I wore a 35 pad would have been probably when I was 14, maybe. This is it. Stock. I got the outer knee wrap this time. I know Vasilevsky does it. I don't think it actually does anything other than it looks cool. Like, I think it looks pretty good. FRS, exact same as last time. I've had a lot of people asking, like, how do you get the pad to like sit so high up off the skate? Pro laces help, but obviously the shallow boot kind of brings it up. So many guys like 10 years ago were having like +3, +4, +5 thigh rise, like these huge thigh rises, and the pads, like, you couldn't move with them. But like getting them shorter, you lose a little bit of 5-hole coverage. But I think because they're not getting in the way, there's less to move with. It's easier to move, and my mobility and my skating is getting better as a result. Yeah, I gave up a little bit of coverage, but the name of the game is moving. So I think that's a trend a lot of guys are going with. We want the stretch, we want the slack on the post, transitioning post to post, less stress in the hips and knees and ankles, which is why Trav Spec Pro laces are probably for you. They're definitely for me. Put them on, I always put them on the inside of the toe bridge. It's gonna be closer to the ice, the skate's closer to the ice, producing more strain on the hips, knees, and ankles. This is how we put them in. Up to the back, for the bridge, for the front, other side, back to the bridge, to the pro lace, boom, and then give her a good tie. I usually go about 2 to 3, depending on. You burn the laces, you melt them, you push them together, they're gonna kind of adhere together, and then they're never gonna come off. The reason being, compared to screws come undone. I'm lazy, you're probably lazy as well. You forget to do the screws every week, they come undone on the ice, it's a mess. The laces, you melt them on, you're set until you need a new set of pro laces or get a new set of pads. There you go, Trav Spec Pro laces, ready to go, lots of slack. And if you want to pick some up, link in the description, promo code TRAVSUCKS, $5 off, Canadian made, you're gonna love it. Gonna get it on the ice now. Like he's putting the first puck mark on.
The first mark.
Okay, so I got home with the new stuff, 20.2, 20.1. This is supposed to be almost the exact same identical line with some small refinements. I put on the order that I wanted the 20.2 in my order to be exactly what I had in the 20.1. Really liked it. I'm noticing right off the bat there's a lot of changes. Let's go over them really quickly. This is 34 plus 2. This is what Patrick Lefebvre sized me at. He sized me 2 years ago. This is exactly what he said my sizing is. He said the sizing changed on the 20.2. So 35.1 on the 20.2 is going to be the exact same as 34.2 on the 20.1. So 34.2 on the 20.1, 35.1 on the 20.2, same thing. As you can see, and I wish it would stand up straight so I could show you a little bit better, but when I put them side by side, again, 35.1, 34.2. I was told it was going to be the same. It's not. Also the knee stack. Now granted, the knee stack is going to be an inch different, but that's worth noting. Also the feel on the rotation system, it's actually kind of square, so it doesn't have the same feel as 20.1. As far as the boots go, I think they're both the same. I can't really see any noticeable differences off the bat. That's the difference right there. It's about an inch. It may not seem like much, but that is the pad sizing difference there. And just to be sure, the toe bridges are out. There's nothing propping anything up. This is a very fair comparison. Granted, yes, I'm balancing on chairs because the pads don't want to stand up straight themselves, but I don't know what else I can do to make this a more fair comparison. Yeah, the 20.1s, maybe they shrunk a little bit, but this did have a stiffer boot. The boot is supposed to be stiffer, so I'm told in the 20.1s, softer on the 20.2s. I feel the softer boot. So with the softer boot, there should be no reason why these are taller if the 35.1 sizing is now the same as the 34.2. So I was told. As far as the blockers go, 20.2, 20.1, they look almost the exact same. I was told they kept everything the exact same. The gloves have not changed. I will note with the 20.1, there's something about the feel and the balance in the blocker. Obviously, you can't really show balance in a video, but this feels a very specific way. And yeah, you could say there's pad skins on it, but we're talking about grams. We're not talking about a big difference. Compared to the 20.2, feels different. It feels, I think, heavier more towards the fingers. It doesn't feel like it has the same balance. It also feels like maybe they changed up the foam. There's some of the protection on the side. It doesn't have the same feel. Also, one thing that, and again, rest in peace, God bless his soul, Stefan Trache, one of the things that we talked about was on my next set that for a better feel on the stick, which is what I'm trying to accomplish. So this here is called a vibration pad. It's a vibration dampening pad. So when a puck hits the stick, it doesn't rattle around in your hand and cause you to drop your stick. It's great, but I want a closer feel to the stick. So we talked about let's get rid of it for the next set. I put on the order, get rid of the vibration pad. I don't want it on there. I just want sure grip. And they didn't bother to remove it. They just left it on there. So there's something else that I asked for that they didn't even bother to address, tell me about. They just did it. However, on the bright side, I will say the rebounds are just as hot day one with the 20.2 as they were day one with the 20.1. Obviously, 2 years later, these rebounds are not as hot, but they are really hot on this, which is a good thing. I just wish that they would have listened to the order, done it properly, and given it the same feel, because it doesn't feel the same. The rebounds are just as hot as day one, but the feel is different, and that's what makes Lefebvre great, is the feel. Now gloves, this is where things get interesting, and it might take a while to discuss. I know that the 580 on the left, which is my 20.1, is 2 years old, and this one is not. Actually, this one's about 1.5 years old, but I think you can tell right off the bat just by the shape, they look different. Again, this one has finger curl. It's been beat up for about the last 1.5 years. This one has not. But when I put the gloves on, there's something different about the feel. Like this here, this is the feel that I fell in love with, and this is the glove that I would say is the greatest piece of equipment I've ever owned. Like there's nothing negative I can say about this glove. Keep in mind that this is a practice palm. It's a practice extra, by the way, so it's a broken in practice palm. I know it doesn't say extra, but it is that. And just, this is the greatest glove I've ever owned. 20.2, it feels like the Premier 4, the Reebok Premier 4 glove, the custom one I got that was made in China about 10 years ago. Lefebvre is one of those companies where it doesn't do anything revolutionary. There's nothing game-changing about Lefebvre, like with the Bauer Stabilislide or any of the Vaughn technologies or any of the other companies doing their technology bits. What makes Lefebvre so great is that they've been doing it for 30 years. They've been doing things the right way, and there's a feel. It's like the sword of Excalibur. You put it on, you're the chosen one or you're not. You know right away, and that is the selling point of Lefebvre. And when 2 out of 3 guys that made my gear are dead or no longer with the company, that's part of the problem, is that it's not that same craftsmanship. And I would have to say, I'm a 580 advocate. I love 580 gloves, but this is not the same as that. And that is what got me to order the whole set. because I probably would have gone Warrior or Bauer or anything else. But that glove was the reason why I ordered Lefebvre. Well, not that one. That one doesn't feel the same. This glove is. So I guess the ultimate question now becomes, like, what do I do with the gear? You have this that made me fall in love with Lefebvre, and again, best pads, best blocker, and the best piece of equipment I've ever owned. That glove, again, is the reason why this even exists. If this glove is any other glove I've ever used, this doesn't exist. So the whole new set was $5,000. The old set, again, I've been very honest about this, the whole set was free. Lefebvre gave me custom pads, blocker, glove on the house. I think they made me 3 other gloves. They made me a 600, 590, and then a Game Ready 580 as well. All in the house. I've been very honest about it. It's awesome. But now, and I don't think the price tag changes anything. There is no revolutionary technology. There is no Stabilislide knee block. There is no crazy game-changing like foams or slide material or nothing. Lefebvre is just the sword of Excalibur. It's a feel. You know it or you don't. And also when we're talking about price tags, I know the 20.1s weren't cheap by any means, but with the new stuff, $700 for the glove, $600 for the blocker, $2,400 for the pads. We're talking $4,000, almost $4,500 for a full set, plus taxes. You know, you factor the government putting your hands in your pocket. If I'm pulling money out of my pocket, out of my wallet for ordering a new set for $5,000, I want to make sure it's the Ridge wallet that I'm pulling my money out of. The Ridge wallet is perfect because it's portable, it's stylish, it's light, and it's the perfect place to put your money. For example, look right here. We have NHL referee Justin St. Pierre. This guy knows a thing or two about making some money.
Hey, I need some money to put in this wallet.
That's perfect. So when you get some money, you can put it in the Ridge wallet, and it's backed by a lifetime warranty. You break it for any reason, they'll get you a new one. And right now, if you go to the video link in the description at ridgewallets.com, use the code TRAVSUCKS, give yourself 20% off. Sorry, 10% off. We're not giving away 20% yet. It's the best wallet money can buy, and you're gonna love it. Thanks to Ridge for sponsoring this video.
Hold on, right about the neck.
In all seriousness, thanks to the amazing folks at Ridge Wallets for sponsoring the video like this glove, the pads, the blocker, all this. None of this is possible. I wouldn't be able to afford to order the stuff without the folks at Ridge Wallets. So they got amazing backpacks, amazing wallets. Pick one up. My 20.1s were amazing for the first, I'd say, 14 months. No issues. 115 rolled around last year, August, September, and they started to really break down. I think probably going to be the same, maybe even less this time. Lefebvre wasn't really big when I got my first 20.1 set. Now that they're growing, they're trying to do everything in China. They're trying to grow over in Asia, and the other issues that they've had with 6, 7, 8 month wait times over the last year. I am a little bit concerned, although I know people are going to ask the custom wait time on these. I think the gloves were done in like 2 weeks. The pads 4.5 maybe. Don't quote me on that. That's just off the top of my head. When I put the order in, Patrick Lefebvre rushed it. He got everything done very speedy, so shout out to him. I want to say thank you very much for watching. If you want to learn more about the 20.2s, you want to see my full 6-month, 1-year review, all that stuff, hit the subscribe button. My pro hockey season, I'm doing vlogs, new videos every Monday. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.